Europe, on the eve of World War II. European Jews were integrated into society, contributing in every field, from art and science to industry and literature. But as post-World War I Germany descended into severe economic crisis and social upheaval, Hitler saw an opportunity to seize power by turning age-old European anti-Semitic prejudice into a radical anti-Jewish ideology and policy, blaming the Jews for all of Germany's woes, excluding them from public life, introducing racial laws, and infusing every layer of society with anti-Semitic hatred. As Hitler's power grew, unchecked and unrestrained, anti-Semitic rhetoric quickly evolved into legal restrictions, boycotts, popular violence, arrests, deportations, and ghettos where Jews starved.
בצריף הזה אני למדתי איך לרעוב, איך לסבול, איך לחיות בקור, איך לחיות ברעב אדיר.
It culminated in the final solution, the systematic extermination of around 6 million Jews, including 1.5 million children.
קודם כל, הם שלחו את הנשים לתאי הגזים. נורא היום היה לשמוע את הזעקות, ואת הייסורים של האנשים ושל הילדים, וזעקו מה מתתה, ואחרי כמה דקות נחנקו.
The goal was not only the annihilation of Jews, but also of Jewish history and culture, while committing the large-scale theft of Jewish property in order to fund the Nazis' heinous crimes. The Nazi war machine devoured country after country, and wherever Nazi boots tread, killing squads, labor, concentration and death camps followed. Over 1,100 ghettos and around 1,000 camps soon covered Europe.
Here we are, together, facing a group of mighty foes who seek our ruin. Here we are, together, defending all that to free men is dear.
The Allies realized that the only way to stop Hitler's armies was to join forces. The Red Army was the first to drive back the massive Nazi armies. Russian soldiers fought a powerful military, facing harsh weather conditions and major shortages of equipment and supplies. In November 1942, the Red Army begins to push the Nazis back from the gates of Stalingrad, freeing Eastern Europe from the Nazi grip, region after region. In July 1943, after freeing North Africa, American forces, together with British troops, joined the battle for Europe through Italy. On June 6, 1944, a large American force, together with British, Canadian, and Australian troops, lands on the beaches of Normandy. They advance through Western Europe, while to the south, French forces join the battles. On July 24, 1944, Soviet soldiers liberate the death camp Majdanek without yet fully understanding the dimensions of the Nazi genocide. From this point on, the Allies close in on Germany. Yet even as the Nazis retreated, they frantically worked to complete the final solution through death marches and mass exterminations of Jews.
אם אתה הולך לאושוויץ, אתה רואה, חודשיים שרפו, לא רק את כל משפחתי, 450,000 איש.
Tens of thousands would die in the death marches.
זה היה מרש בלי סוף. חשבנו שזה לעולם לא ייגמר. מי שרק נעמד לנוע 5 רגעים, ירו בה.
In 1945, the Allies working in close cooperation deal the final blows to the Nazi regime. The Red Army liberates Auschwitz-Birkenau, followed by the liberation of Buchenwald and Dachau by the American Army and Bergen-Belsen by the British. The war in Europe ends with the fall of Berlin and the liberation of the last camp, Theresienstadt. As the liberators, including many Jewish soldiers, stepped through the gates of the camps, they crossed from earth into hell.
И мы открыли ворота. То, что мы там увидели, кровь, трупы и невероятно смрадный запах. В этих бараках выбегали, мы не евреи, сами они скелеты уже, и говорили: «Я не еврей».
My name is Colonel Illingworth and I live in Cheshire. I was present in Belsen camp doing guard duty over the SS men. The things in this camp are beyond describing. The things they have committed, well, nobody would think they were human at all.
Soviet, American, British, Canadian, and French soldiers that entered the camps found survivors so weak, sick, and malnourished that they could barely stand. The liberators discovered the overcrowded barracks, the rooms for medical experiments, the gas chambers, and the crematoria.
I can never forget that day, because when I walked through that gate, I saw in front of me what I call the walking dead. I saw human beings that had been beaten, had been starved, had been tortured. They'd been denied everything.
The power of unity overcame the strongest army the world has ever seen and saved humanity from the darkest evil the world had ever known.